It's not technically going live right now. There. It worked. It worked. There we go. There. Now it's working. If I type like this, then it should type double. There's my first words. Shout out setup should now have variables for me. Yes. So now if I go to this and shout out YouTube. Ooh, it did not work. It's not saying the Y user is not dropping my name. So something went wrong. Okay. So setup. So it's grabbing everything. Is it just maybe this? And I try to shout myself out again. No, neither of them are being used. Go away. Okay, so what the fuck did I... Do I need that trigger?
Like, if you did shout out Bearded Ink populated with whatever we type in chat. The destination variable now, it needs to be a little bit different, and this is the variable that we're going to use when we do our, so when we do shout out capital I lowercase d, so we have raw input little letter I, and then without a space after the percent, we're going to do X user. Okay, so this is the same thing like you did before with the user X user, but now we're telling it raw input because this will be populated with whatever we type in chat. The destination variable now, it needs to be a little bit different, and this is the variable that we're going to use when we do our message. So I just use Y user, right? So we have X user and Y user. The default value, we leave blank. We don't worry about it. Leave it alone as is, and we're going to click OK. And then just like before, we don't have to do all that again. We can just right click and duplicate. And then we're going to double click in here. And then you guessed it, capital I, lowercase d, capital I, lowercase d. So we have raw input X user ID. And then the destination variable is Y user ID. Okay?
Okay.
And we're going to click OK. So what these two do now is whatever we type in becomes raw input. So when we do shout out Bearded Ink is the raw input, and then it's going to look for Bearded Ink X.
It's because they are putting the shout out command for the YouTubers. So when they typed in the thing, the raw input is the name becomes the raw input. The raw input then goes into the Y user. That's why it's because I'm clicking on everybody. I'm too lazy to fucking type. Is why the Y user is not working. Because it's not a target user. So then that technically... Like, it works if I add the trigger, then I had to type out /SO for shout out. And then, like, it would work if I do it like that. But I don't want to type /so. That's the problem. I want to be able to click. How do I make it to where it clicks? Because, okay, if I go into quick actions, I need to go back into my quick actions. It's probably solvable by here. User. What if I set it up through global? Would that work? Because then it's technically grabbing from global and not user. Okay, so I'm gonna just remove you. Title YT. Oh, what if I go global? It may go to the bottom. Yeah. But then I can't click. It's just gonna execute. And then there's no user still. There's no, I'm not grabbing anything from the variables. So how do I make a user target a global variable to make this work the way I want it to work without needing to type a name? I hate typing names. It works if I just type the name. It's this one, right? That I have to put back ID. Hit OK. That means I have to rebuild the trigger. How do I do this? Quick actions, quick actions. What if I do actually
user, and as we saw before,
blah 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 blah
because I only monitor one broadcast
blah blah blah
by sub
blah 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 blah.
point SO.
Okay, so what if I just rebuild this? Let's see it from there.
Commands.
Core commands, command trigger, create a command that. So shout out moderators. This. Hit OK. Hit OK. Now let's go back to action user. Add a quick action. This title YT. Shout out. Streamer watch. This. I'll click on this. Would that work? Yes. Okay, well then I'll click on T and then click this. Does that work? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So will this form the trigger though? I now close it and try to YT. No, it still doesn't perform the trigger because I am manually doing stuff like that. So the quick command doesn't work, but if I type out So then it literally bought Rix on Twitch will then shout me out on Twitch for some reason. Okay, gotta fix that. Gotta make sure bot Rix doesn't do anything. Mewgetsu. Okay, but then the user ID. It still says it mentions me because it's a shout out command. But the user ID is not working. And the fact that both of them do it. But then the message is still fucked up. Yeah, so user ID. User. What if I delete this? And then, because the user, it was the user ID that did not work. Can I just type up? Botwix. No, the user is not coming up. Oh, part of, when it's part of the channel. Does he have to put us, it was there. It's because I think it's seeing the entire channel as one line. So it's not plugging in the user ID like it's supposed to. I still need to, and it also, oh, okay, so if I want to change that so it's not doubling up, I want to edit trigger. What do you mean? I guess I just have to remake it. For create. So if I go now, yeah, so that will prevent p-tricks because now the command will not be doubling up bot rigs, and then I only do it in the other channel once, so that works. But then it's this user ID that is not working. Son of a bitch. What is going on here? Why Why is that not working? Is it the only one that's hiding messages? Yeah, I think it's the only one. Well, this one's hiding messages too. Okay. I think. So if I go. No, it's supposed to be Y. And then the shout out also goes on to YouTube. So, and also the shout out doesn't, okay, it does double up. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let's hit up the chatting. That's what my webcam wants to work. You know, let's hit up the be right back. Okay, so that's fine, but the user ID still doesn't want to work.
Triggered. We're going to create a new command. We're going to be variable at the very end. So it triggered. We're populating variable O, and then I only want modest, and then of course check my YouTube message, uncheck the Twitch message,
blah blah blah,
and then click OK. Click OK on the verified that it's there, and now our trigger is there, our commands are there. We're populating variables when the person chats in our chat, and then when we go to shout that person out, we're pulling the information from those variables and populating this. So I'm going to go ahead and click. So we're going to go down to core. We typed in the shout out. Y, and then the address, we're just going to type in manually and use the Y user ID variable at the very end. So it's https://youtube.com/channel/%Y user capital ID %.
Oh, wait, does mine have the double percenter? Oh, I was missing. Okay, so I think I found my error. No, that did not work. It worked, but it still did not work. What if I just put Y user? Did that work? It worked, but it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Okay, I found the way I wanted it to. So Twitch, we lose the ID because we don't give a shit about the ID. I don't know why you put the ID there. So then that will work. Now, what if I do this? Okay, so now it, yeah, so that doesn't work the way I wanted it to not work. Because now the raw input is actually working properly. Okay, so that's properly not working now. That makes a lot more sense. But it makes easy sense now that this is now working the way I also want it. So now that works. This works. if I still want to shout out a other person, I can just hit Twitch shout out. And if I want, now the only thing is I cannot click on that and just click this because it's not grabbing any target ID. I have to do the YSO command for the YouTube shout out to work properly. Makes me sad, but it is what it is. So then that makes everything else quick action. That's global. I couldn't care less about global. This one can be removed. This one can also be removed. The user. There we go. So now when I click on stuff, I only have Twitch shout out. I don't have a YouTube shout out up here. For YouTube shout out, I need to type their name. And if their name is really long, is there a way for me to like just copy and paste it? Oh yeah, I can just click on it, copy it. Okay. Copy. Is that the whole message? Yes. Okay, that's just the message. Ban user, timeout user, ignore, highlight user, ignore user highlights. But I could just click on their name, double click here, which will be their full channel name or their channel, right? Yeah. It should be their full channel name. Hit copy, go back down here and go YSO space paste, and then, yeah, okay. I got it all set up. I got it to work. So now I can shout out YouTube and Twitch. People. Now I don't know how much of that people will enjoy. I mean Twitch and YouTube, but I can do both, which is always nice. So if I have a YouTuber that I want to shout out, I can do that. If I have a Twitch user that I want to shout out, I can do that. And I can shoot them out to both channels, which then allow me to but I'm coming to realize that my YouTube has a long ass delay. How long is this delay compared to Twitch? Where's my Twitch channel? Okay, so what am I doing here? Versus what am I doing on Twitch? I can close you. Move over here. No, what the fuck? Stop. Put you here. Holy shit. Where's the delay? On YouTube. There's about... Oh, wait, it's because I started at the separate times. Because YouTube did